Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to another Verbling class. Tonight's class is on conversation. We're going to talk about insects, and not in the way that you might think. Insects as a source of food. With a rising cost of protein and the effects on the environment, some are suggesting that we should eat insects. Some countries already do. Hi, Johnny. Where are you from?
Hello, Simon. I'm from China, but currently living in New Zealand.
Ah, ni hao.
Ni hao, ni hao.
Yeah, New Zealand. I used to live there. Beautiful country.
Yeah, I'm living here. It's quite a small country, but I'm enjoying it.
What city?
Auckland.
Oh, in the North Island.
Yeah, yes, North Island.
Yeah, I used
Because
to
the
live in
weather is
Takapuna.
quite suitable for me. Because the weather in Auckland here is quite suitable for me, and in the South Island it's very cold. It's freezing.
I would say that the North Island is quite suitable for a lot of people.
Yes, that's true.
Now, have you been to Takapuna?
Takapuna. Oh yeah, I used to live there.
So did I.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, years ago, many years ago. And we used to go
Okay.
hiking on Rangitoto.
Oh, all right. So before the bridge is built or after that?
Well, it depends. There was a bridge there when we were living. Oh, a bridge to the island? No, there was never a bridge to the island when I lived there.
Oh, okay. Because they said that the price of the property has increased dramatically after the bridge is built.
Yeah, it's increased dramatically everywhere.
Yes, true. That's true.
There's a lot of Chinese that are investing in countries around the world, and it's putting the price up.
I can't say that, but actually the title, I mean the headline in the newspaper, they always saying this, and they complain about the foreign investor.
Well, I'm not complaining, but I can tell you. Oh, sorry. Let me turn this toy off.
Okay.
My wife got called away, and now I'm looking after the little one. Well, you know what? I should get moving along. A bunch of students have just joined us now, but I'll tell you a bit more about that later.
Okay.
Let's see. So who else do we have here? We have Saiban. Hello, Saiban. Late in the evening.
Yeah, hi, teacher. It's midnight, so can you imagine? And I'm planning to take more classes for the rest of the night, or in other words, morning.
Well, what I did is, what I did is I set up a bunch of classes next week, and I have them starting in the morning, my time, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So take a look next week. I've added a lot of classes. Some of them are in your morning.
Yeah, it's okay for me. Oh, I am seeing a little one behind you, just behind you. He's so cute.
Yeah, it's annoying right now, and I apologize to everybody. My wife was supposed to be home to look after him, but she got called away, so now I'm left looking after the rugrat.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's really
so
cute.
I'll be muting myself a lot during this class. All right, well, Saiban, welcome. And who else do we have? Philip.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Philip, from Montreal.
Yeah, teacher, thank you.
How are you
Hi.
today?
I'm fine, teacher. I'm pretty fine.
What do you think of this hot weather we've been getting lately?
No, I was just finishing a class before, so
Okay, great. Well, welcome, Philip. Glad you could join us.
thank you.
Jose from Spain.
Hello, Simon. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, it was a weekend. I was relaxed at home.
Excellent. That's all we can ask for in a weekend. Terrific, Jose. Carolina, hello.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
My back's a little sore today, so that's why you see me moving around like this, because I get trying to find a comfortable spot.
He's so cute.
Yeah, isn't he?
How old is he?
He's 14 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, you stay over there, mister. You have your English lessons later. All right, Anna. Carolina, thank you for showing up. And Anna, hello, Anna.
Hi, teacher. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. I'm fine. Thank you for asking you. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been up to this. I've got this thing to take care of. I've been working, and yeah, all sorts of, yeah. What are you doing?
So cute.
Did you just poop yourself? Yeah, you're gonna have to hold on to that.
Teacher, what's the name in English when someone smiles and it appears on the cheek because it's so cute? I don't know the name in your son. Yes, it's
His name is Liam, and he's a little upset.
not his name. Just sign that appears on his cheek when he smiles.
Oh, Dimples.
Dimples, it's so cute.
Good. So maybe if he's annoying, you guys won't be too upset with me.
I didn't know it is called dimples.
They are called Dimples.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And Amp, how are you, Amp?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing okay. I'll be happy when I get through tonight's class because looking after him and teaching isn't going to be easy.
A challenge.
It is. And you know what? I've thought of a challenging topic for today. Or not a challenging topic, but a good conversation topic. Although right now I'm thinking a better topic would be eating babies. But no, yeah, you go over there. Eating insects. That's right, insects. I was reading in the papers and I was watching on YouTube about how some countries eat insects, roasted, raw, however, in a salad. And some are saying that because of the price of protein, our traditional meats, that in the coming decade or so, we're going to have to realistically start looking at getting our protein from insects. They're cheap, so easy to grow, doesn't take long to harvest them, they don't require antibiotics or tons of water. Sounds perfect! So, with this scary topic, I'm going to go around the class, give each person a minute to talk about this, and then we'll have more talk time. In round 2, I'll give you guys about 2 minutes. Round 3, another 2 minutes or 3 if we have time. So you should get at least 5 minutes of talk time in this class, maybe more. All right, well, let's start with Anna. Anna, what do you think? Is this a kooky, crazy subject, or is there merit?
It sounds disgusting. However, it can be the solution for mankind. Because of the population boom, you know, we will have less space on Earth, and as you told us, they don't need a lot of space to be raised. They are a huge source of protein and nutrients, and maybe it can be the solution for hunger in the world. You know, we just have to get rid of the bias and prejudices because we have it, you know. I couldn't imagine myself eating an insect, but maybe in the future I will have to. Who knows?
Maybe. Thank you, Anna. Great conversation. Very well done. You didn't skip many words. It was very smooth. Well done. Okay. So I would certainly try a roasted grasshopper or two. Why not? How bad could it be? Amp, what do you think? Is this a crazy subject or does it have merit?
Well, that depends on your culture. Probably insects are not too bad. Maybe for us it's disgusting because of the aspect of them. But I think there are some products that can be used in order to feed people that's starving, like the quinoa, and I think it is less gross than the insects. So options, you have options. So maybe we don't need yet to eat insects. Maybe
Well,
or if I don't have to see the aspects, it's different. But you know the just the image that you have, it's impossible for me.
well, maybe start by trying chocolate-covered ants. Even sounds yummy. All right, thank you, Am. Carolina, what do you think?
I think that maybe if the ants are covered with chocolate and a lot of months of chocolate, maybe I could do it. But for me, I don't know. Maybe in the future, if the best solution for hunger, maybe I will do it. But now I think that the taste is disgusting. Uh, Here in Colombia, we have a town that they eat ants like snacks, and I tried to eat them, but I couldn't. The taste is really, I don't know how can I say. When I feel the small legs in my tongue, I feel the sensation that I have to throw it out of my body, or I don't know. I don't like that feeling. So
Well,
maybe
that's
it
a good, honest opinion.
yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried that. I wouldn't want to eat them alive because they just crawl around your mouth and. Ugh.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you very much. And Johnny from New Zealand, what are your thoughts?
I think it's pretty hard for me to eat insects, and then I know that lots of the Asian countries are eating it, and but for me, I wouldn't try it.
Well, I was talking to my wife, who is also Chinese, and I said, "Have you ever had insects?" And she says,
Yeah.
"Gross, no way." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, in some parts of China, people love it. It's a delicacy. You roast them, and they taste very nice." She says, "Oh, they do not." I said, "No, in various parts of the world, people do eat insects." And my wife is so not into that, but I'd try it. Honestly would if they were roasted. Yeah.
So you have tried it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. The same in in New Zealand or the other part, the people always asking me that whether I have already eat dogs and cats. I I don't know how to answer them because I didn't.
Well, you see, and for everybody here, China has a very, very diverse palette of food from the north to the south and the east and to the west, which is a whole other subject. But let's move on. I've got about a minute of talk time each. When you hear those chimes, guys, that means your time is up. And I see Audie here, who's sitting on the moon enjoying a nice frosty beverage looking at the Earth. Hello, Audie.
Hello, teacher. Thank you. Nice
You're
to see you
welcome.
again.
Good to see you as well. Audie, what do you think about eating insects instead of meat? Is this something you would try? Do you think it's something we should consider?
Yes, I think I'm a curious person, so I really want to try it, even though it's disgusting because of it's not a food that we usually eat every day. So my brain says that it is disgusting, but I think I have a brave enough to try it as long as it's not a cockroach. That's fine, except the cockroach.
Well, you can grow insects easily yourself too. You could have like free meat, well, meat analog. Somebody found it funny. Audie, no, you've still got about 20 seconds left. All right, I guess Audie's yielding
It's
his
all right.
time.
I am done.
Okay. And Philip, I know in Montreal too, they seem to have some interesting outlooks. It's a very multicultural city.
Yes.
What do you think about this subject?
I think if the insects are not poisonous and you are in lack of meat, you are in a bush and you don't have anything, you can eat insect, but you can't eat it raw. You have to prepare it.
Yeah, roast them.
You must learn how to prepare it for those who know how. There are recipes with insects, so people should learn for bad times that can come.
Well, I would certainly try it not being out in the wild and hungry. Oh, time is up. It's something I would certainly consider. And I love the side conversations, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right, Saiban. Would you like a roasted grasshopper or perhaps a earthworm? What would you like?
Oh, no, teacher. It's really awful. I cannot imagine. I think I will not have my breakfast tomorrow morning because it's really awful. I'm gonna vomit if I even think deeply more about eating insect. So even if you don't have any choice, we'll try to be vegetarian. Vegetarian, not just not eat meat at all. So why not? We have enough grass, so I will try to be vegetarian or eat anything, just except the insect. So insect will be the last option for me. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. While I was sharing the screen, I wasn't sure if I was still on mute, and so I was looking for the mute button. Sorry about that. Well, I think that's very interesting. Yeah, it seems that we all have these conceptions or these ideas of what is safe to eat, what we feel comfortable eating, and what we would have to eat. This is very interesting. One more student we haven't heard from yet is Talal. Hello, Talal.
Hi.
Hi. What do you think of this conversation? Would you be willing to try roasted insects?
Oh, actually, no. Actually, I don't think so. Even in the future, like, I don't think that I can eat someone who's like livable thing. It's really hard. Maybe in the future, I guess people will be more vegetarian than meat eater.
Well, even vegetables are living things. Science has shown that plants can, when they're chopped or damaged, that scientists have found that they actually scream or they send out alerts to other plants.
Yeah, actually, I heard that some people also say that insects like have more nutrition, but I think, like, personally, I think it's a really hard thing to try. I don't think that I will eat or even trying to eat insects.
They could taste just as good as chocolate, you know. They could be so yummy.
Yeah, maybe if I didn't know, but it's just the idea. Maybe it's hard. I think it's a cultural thing that we are not used to eat.
I think it's a worldwide cultural thing that none of us want to try this. I think there's a few like me that would say, hey, I'll give that a try. All right, thank you, Talia.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, that was the first round, and it was only a minute. Now I'm going to let you guys vote. I'm going to give you a choice. You can either have 2 minutes of talk time with me, which means it'll take a lot longer to get through everybody, or I can put you into pairs, and for 3 minutes, actually, yeah, for 3 minutes, you guys can have a conversation with each other about this. What do you think? So, teacher or student? Go ahead and type it in group chat. So pair means student, student, student. Okay, so it looks like the students are winning out. All right, I don't need any more votes to know that I'll have you guys talk with each other. So what I have on the screen here is an article from one of the scientific journals that talks about this. So this is not some sort of crazy thing that, well, it is some crazy thing I've come up with, but it's not my idea. Yesterday we had a much more serious conversation, and today I want to have something a little bit more lighthearted. Maybe a little gross, but still very interesting. All right, so we'll start with Amp and Anna. Ladies, you have 3 minutes. Go ahead, please.
All right, Amp. I like talking to you about those things. So, if you were lost in a desert with no food, just insects, would you eat then?
I suppose I have to try it if the only way to get energy, or maybe I try first with a kind of plant, if there is something near. But if I don't have any choice, well, probably I have to do it. But consciously, no.
If a doctor advised you have to eat insects and then you will be healthier, you will have a stunning body because it's full of protein, it has no fat, and you will be going green this way and helping the environment and so on.
I have, when we were created, everyone have a function inside of the chain of food. So I suppose that something else can be replace this protein that I need, or maybe they can have a kind of powder or something that I can just eat it without seeing just the shape, and it could be a little better. It maybe, yeah, it like a processed insect, maybe. What about you? You would try?
I don't know. Not by now. Maybe in the future. Because I have never thought about it before. I hate insects. They are disgusting. But well, we are biased because of the way we were raised, and well, they taught us that. Some things are good to eat and some things are not, and
Yes, I think that everyone, by mistake, for example, have you eat in your life at least an ant when it's inside the sugar, when you are
oh
a
yes,
small one, yeah, yeah.
yes, and someone made the fun of it and make a joke. Someone said, "Come on, you can eat it because it's good for your eyes." And then I asked, "What do you mean, good for my eyes?" And then the person answered back, "Have you ever seen an theater wearing glasses?"
Thank you for that, Hannah. Good conversation, really good. And you're saying what we're all thinking. If you had to, would you? And if you look at the screen here, 2 of the UN's 8 Millennium Development Goals, eradicating extreme poverty and hunger and reducing child mortality rates, they can be directly addressed by expanding the consumption of edible insects. So interesting. All right, so next we have Jose and Johnny. Gentlemen, you guys have 3 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Okay. Johnny, what do you think about to eat insects? Is it very common in your country?
It's not quite common in China, but I think it's common in Thailand and Cambodia because when I look at the documentary, the people eat the raw insect, or maybe roasted.
Okay. In my culture, it's not very common. It is disgusting to eat an insect. I am from Spain. It's not very common. I think it is the future because the insects has contains a lot of proteins. The proteins are very healthy to the body. But
Yes, yeah, but I think that
I
um,
think
the, I think the human has already eaten some of the insect, which
yeah.
they didn't expect it.
Yes, I think so. I think some reasons to eat insects are the following. The insects are low in fat, and I think that they are good for the environment too. And you can eat the insects in a lot of variety of ways. You can fry, you can boil, you can eat it in different ways, I think.
Yeah, but will you dare to try it? To try eating insect?
No, I never try to eat insects, but for me,
But
it will be
if there's no food,
disgusting.
but if there's no food, will you try it?
Yes, if I don't have any food for it for a long time, I try to eat insects, of course.
Yes.
Because I don't have anything for it. Then I eat the insects.
Yeah, true. The same here.
Yes. I think to eat is necessary for your body. Then you have to eat something, insects
Yeah,
or
but
fish
at the
or
same
meat.
time, I think it's a good program for the country to just like serve the eaten or maybe edible insect to the poor country. Maybe they can solve some kind of problem like the poverty or maybe a lack of food. So I think that's
Yeah.
one of the good thing for people to do.
Yes, I think it is more common to eat insects in the poor country.
Yeah.
However, I heard in some programs on TV that the
Thank you,
insects
gentlemen.
taste great.
Thank you. All right, so if we hold a gun to your head, would you eat insects? And probably all of us would say yes. Now, I'm going to add something else to this conversation. What I'm going to suggest is maybe, just maybe, eating seaweed isn't such a bad idea either. A lot of us know what seaweed is, but we got to start thinking of other things we can eat because of our environment and the expense of growing food and the how it's affecting our land, the stresses on it. So next we have Philip and Adi. Philip and Adi, you guys have 3 minutes. Go ahead, please. So,
Hello,
do you want to
Philip.
talk about insects or alternative foods?
How are you?
Hello. So let's say if we are traveling to a country where it's famous with insects, street food, like in Thailand, would you try it or not? And why, if you wouldn't?
I've already eaten insects, flying insect well prepared, so it will not be new for me to eat insect. If the insect
So
is not poisonous, there is no problem. You can eat it. Have you ever eat insect?
No, I haven't, but I really want to try it. Not in my country, of course, because it is not very common in my country, and I don't think that they can cook it very well. So if I have a chance to travel to Thailand, and they are very, and it's famous to eat insects in Thailand, so I really want to try it. I
Yes,
would like to try scorpions.
there are good recipes. Insect frying,
Yeah.
not raw, but frying or cooked, so you will not find difficult to eat them.
Right. Yes, it's fried insects. So you say that you have tried it, right?
Yes, yet I've done it.
What kind of insects did you try?
Flying insect. Flying insect. I don't know the name in English, but it's very popular, common in Africa. The catch insect that flies at the light.
A moth?
Light.
Yeah, a moth.
The bulb, yes. Then they fry them with salt, and it's very rich and tasty, too. Delicious.
Did you feel disgusting at first to eat it, or you just go ahead and eat it?
I told you it's delicious. I have to buy it again and again. So it's very tasty. It's like fish.
Yeah. So I really want to try it too, if you say so.
Yeah, it's like frying fish.
Thank you, guys. I wish I could have a conversation with Philip. I want to know more about this too, because, like I said, it's something I'm curious about. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Now we come to Saiban and Talal. We have 3 minutes. So again, feel free to explore the subject of eating insects or maybe other alternatives. What can we do to help improve our environment? Because obviously insects are green compared to certainly beef and other meats. Go ahead, please.
But just please, first of all, Talal, could you please just close the other window if you have other window open, because there's an echo. I can hear echo from your.
Oh yeah, hi. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear exactly what you were talking.
Okay, no, it makes sense. Okay. No, I'm hearing a voice. I think you have another window verbally.
Yeah, we're getting some feedback from your connection, Talal, so when your microphone is not on mute, we hear an echo.
Okay, sorry for that. Maybe I can fix it. Just
technical difficulty.
Yeah. How is it now? Is it good now or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry for that. Yeah. So, what was your opinion about eating insects? Do you think you're interested?
No, it's so awful. I really don't recommend it anybody, and I cannot imagine. It's so hard for me to even imagine, not just eating, not just even imagine. It's so hard. I cannot, even if there's nothing. I don't want even to think about it. But let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think maybe I agree with you that even for me, I consider it very awful. But maybe if we, as what they discussed before, if it was like a medicine or something like the doctors recommend, like I say like you, it's awful, but I'm not sure what's the condition that make me maybe change my opinion later, maybe in the future.
Yeah, but it's so hard. I think your name is look like that are from Arabic countries. I will say I think they have it in Arabic country in Saudi. Am I right or not?
Yeah.
Have they tried?
They have. It's not. I'm not sure if it's an insect, but there is one kind that, like some people prefer to eat it, but it's not really common. So yeah, like I have heard about that before. It's one kind of fly insect that people, yeah, some people eat, but no.
I don't know the name in English, but I think do you understand the Arabic? I will say in Arabic if you don't mind the name.
Yeah,
just
sure.
the name. Jundub. It's.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know the name.
That is it. That people long time ago they used to eat it. It's just in some cities where they have this kind of insect.
Yes.
Yeah, they eat it, and they see that it's good. But for me, I agree with you that I think it's really awful. Like I don't accept to eat it unless like they say that. Yes.
Just for some Arabic. Okay. Thank
you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we have another round. Only this time, I'm going to give you 4 minutes of talk time because we've got the time for it. Easy there, Tiger. Sorry, that's my son making potty sounds. So I put something in the chat area here, and well, sausages are pretty gross. I don't know if you guys know what goes into those, or hot dogs. I'd rather be eating an insect. Anna said earlier, talked about cockroaches. Well, I'd be interested in trying insects, but I can't imagine I'd ever want to have a nice juicy cockroach. That just seems gross. Yeah, that doesn't seem like fun at all. But to kind of tie in some of the other conversations we've had in the past, let's think about some of our foods, insects as an alternative, and the effect on the environment. So I want us to start thinking about this from an energy point of view and how some foods might be better alternatives. So maybe insects are a little crazy, a little gross, and maybe that's not a good idea, but then I want you to propose something that would be better. So I'll start with, I'll get my stopwatch here first. I got to set the new time. Come on. Let me in, you stupid little phone. There we go. All right, so you guys have 4 minutes now. So Anna and Amp, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. You can kick off, Amp.
Yes, I get as an alternative. I read just the quinoa have a lot of benefits, and it's a really cheap product. That they say that they kind of feed all Africa continent, and they can leave the poverty and the starving just with a product that is easy to cook and is easy to just grow.
Well, to be honest, I have tasted quinoa, and I cannot see any polemic in it, you know. It's just a grain. So
yes.
What's the point?
That if not necessary to eat insects, we can have another choice.
Maybe because it needs the space to be grow, right?
Yeah. And other, I think also, if you start eating insects, probably we are going to infest of more insects, different kind, because every single animal have the part of the food change, and if you change and you start eating them, well, you are going to alter the way that the chain works, and then we are going to have a worst insects that we have now, and probably we are going to get illnesses that we are not going to be able to fight against.
Maybe. We don't know. I guess we need more resource.
Well, how about this, ladies? Let me interject. Maybe we're the problem. There's too many of us. Is that the problem? Seems like no matter what we try, we think beef is good, so we have factory farms of beef, and that's creating environmental concerns from runoff and from CO2. So we look at plants, but then we have problems with irrigation, and we're consuming all of our groundwater, our fresh water on plants. And well, I wonder what else, but continue, please. Just trying to be the devil's advocate here.
I am with you, teacher. The problem is the mankind. We have to exterminate the human beings to save the world. What do you think, Henry?
The problem is that yes, we cause the problem and we have to find solution now, because if it just the deforestation, the cattle doesn't have enough food now, and that when we are going to start feeling that we don't have enough food to eat, and that's what happened in Africa, for example. There is many places that they are so dry that it's impossible to survive there, and deforestation everywhere. And who is the responsible? The man. Yeah, you are right.
Yes. We have to live underground to find the new sources of energy, to stop to interfere in nature. And
they say that the CO2 that it emanates the animals are the responsible of pollution.
Thank you, ladies. Oh, I had a thought I wanted to say. A great idea, and I've completely forgotten it. Okay, so I guess we'll move on to the next pair. But yeah, having 7.5 billion people on the planet makes any solution difficult to weigh. We don't know the effects until after we make a decision. Maybe insects are great. Okay, next we have Johnny and Jose. Gentlemen, you have 4 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, and what's the topic again?
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, Jose.
I think in the future could be a good solution, because now we don't have enough food to every world.
Yes, I agree. I think we have enough foods in certain country, but maybe for some countries that are lack of food.
Yeah, some countries don't have enough food. Some countries have a lot of food, and some countries don't have enough food.
Yeah.
The world is not balanced. For example,
I think some organizations should balance
Yes.
the things. Yeah.
Yes, I think the organization is not so good, because the poor countries don't have enough food to eat, and then they try to obtain a solution to solve the problem. One solution could be to eat insects, because it's not expensive to eat insects.
Yeah, but I think that if they want to introduce this to a lot of people, they should let them know the benefit of eating insects, or maybe let them know how to eat it in a delicious way. Otherwise, people are just too hard to just put into their mouth.
Yes, it's very hard to intake an insect, because I don't know how is the taste, but for me it will be very disgusting to eat an insect.
Yeah,
I heard that
I know that a lot of people saying that it tastes quite good. Some people really, but I haven't tried it.
Yes, I haven't tried. I think I read an article. The article say that the insects taste great. I don't know, but I think that has the insects has a good flavor.
Yeah, but as I know that if more people are eating lots and lots of insects, and then the balance of the what they call the ecosystem will be damaged as well. because they need to balance the numbers of different things.
Yes, but I think that the insects are sustainable, but because the insects are reproduced very quickly. It's not difficult to reproduce the insects.
Yeah, but I remember one times in the history, and then there are lots of the grasshoppers, or maybe there's any type of the insect, and then they try to damage the life of human being.
Yes, if you consume a high number of insects, it could be dangerous for the environment too. I agree. I don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't
hope,
have enough knowledge, but I think so.
yeah, I hope the environmentalists and the scientists will solve this problem, and then
Yes.
one way they can feed the hunger, and then the other way will balance the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well,
gentlemen.
I agree.
Sometimes it's funny listening to the conversation because we
Yes.
don't know the facts. We're like, maybe, let's try it. You know, but hey, you, donkey, stop it. Look, there's people here. They need to have quiet. So you got to be quiet while Daddy introduces the next set, okay? All right, Saiben and Philip, this is a conversation I'm looking forward to. And Saiben, I suggest asking Philip more about the insects he's tried and why they tasted good. What was the texture like? Because, I don't know, sounds interesting. Here's somebody who has actually eaten insects. Go ahead, please, gentlemen. You have 4 minutes.
Okay, Philip, why you don't go first and tell me your experience about insect?
No, it's they are flying insects, flying like on the box when there are light in the night. They catch them and
How is test? How was it tasty or not tasty? How was the taste of this
yeah,
insect
they
that
put
you tried?
they prepare it with all the ingredients you can know. Salt, they put salt, they add a bit oil, and they fry it in certain way. They remove their wings. They remove the wings. Then they fry them, and
Yes.
it feels very tasty.
Okay, so you're really convinced. I mean, you persuade me. So but I will try. Why not? I mean, if is it possible? But I'm still say that it's so hard. But if is it too tasty? And where did you try? I mean, where did you eat them? Was it in Philippines or any country? I mean, which country did you eat them?
No, it's all over Africa. Yeah,
Africa.
it's not a fly. It's not fly. It's a certain insect. Flies are not eaten. It's a sort of insect in the night with a bulb
Okay. Yeah.
around. They follow light. They follow light.
Yeah.
So then they catch
Okay.
them.
I
And
know what you say. I know what you say. Yeah. So and did you okay? Did you try to? I mean, know the benefit of eating this kind of these kind of insects? Was it? Did, did you make sure before it, did you make sure that it's not harmful for your body and for your health, or you just without checking, without any thinking, you eat it?
no, there was a television documentary about those insects, and doctors who were on air show the
Okay.
importance of of insects
Uh,
in the.
okay, so it was nutritionist. I mean, it has. It is how about the in nutrition about? I mean, was it benefit for your body or was it harmful for your body?
No,
Like, I mean,
it's a
in
very
terms of food, let's say, in terms of food and nutrition, was it bad or good?
it's very healthy and nutritious. So
Oh, okay.
I can confirm that it's very nutritious and tasty too. So
Okay. So, yes.
Well, with 10 seconds left, you guys don't know what to say.
Okay. I think he persuaded me. I think I will try and care in my homeland. I mean, okay, in Iraq.
Well, I'm sure, Saiban, there's got to be some outdoors you can just go and nibble on.
okay.
Yes, a lot of them.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, bear with me for the last 10 minutes because you're going to be talking with me, and I've still got this guy here. Thankfully, he's found my Xbox game collection. No, stay away from PS4. And he's going to start playing with those, so I think we're going to be okay. All right, so let's go back to AMP, and AMP, want to tell me what you thought about this subject?
Well, it's really strange. It's something that you don't think maybe every day, but well, when you are under conditions of necessity, probably you have to find another way to survive. So who knows? What do you do?
Well,
What do
you
you
know
do?
what? Anna just said, fish eat insects, birds eat
Yeah.
insects, and we eat both of those. So sounds like we're already eating insects, and they taste good.
Yeah, but directly we didn't do it, so we haven't done it yet. Just it's a process.
Well,
They
why
have
don't we
been
cut the
processed
middleman out?
earlier. Yeah, you don't know that the liquid that you have in your stomach is going to support this kind of substance. Maybe that
Oh, I don't
the
know.
gut, yeah, the
You know
gut
what?
cells.
I think Coca-Cola, well, I shouldn't name brands, but I think pop is far more dangerous to us than insects. I think all the processed food we eat is far more damaging than insects, but that's just, who am I? I'm just some guy who is uneducated in these matters, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
but you use pesticide with the insects, so it's the same.
All right, so there we have it. Now over to Anna, and again, I'm sorry, guys. Children can be annoying. Look at this guy. Look at how annoying he is. He's just trying to tear up everything. No, leave the phone alone. So as I deal with this annoying little guy, we're going to go to Anna. Anna, what were your thoughts on today's subject?
Okay, you wrote that it's a strange subject and it is silly, but it's not. It does make sense. Maybe it can be a solution in the future. And I don't agree with MP that it would harm us because they are full of protein and keratin is the same thing that crabs and shrimps have, and we eat them and we have no problems at all.
Okay, and that's a good point. It's a very good point, but what if we start genetically engineering these things? Can we ruin a good thing?
I don't know. Genetic engineering.
Big insects, like huge.
GMO are dangerous. I think the same.
Sorry, guys. Actually, time is up, but let me just grab him because he's knocking stuff over. Come over here, you naughty little bugger. Yes, you can cry all you like. Well, don't cry right now. Ah, where's my phone? I've lost my phone. I can't teach. Oh, there it is. Shh. Come here, you. All right, so Johnny, what did you think about this subject?
Which one?
Johnny, what did you think about this subject?
Which subject? Are we talking about?
Well, we've only talked about one subject, and that's eating insects.
Oh yes, eating insects. So, I think if you travel to another country, I think we should try it. Because I think there's the traditional food in other country. If you really want to just experience the culture of it, then we need to try it.
Okay, good point. Philip, what do you think? Philip? All right, Saiban, what do you think about this subject?
Okay, I think this subject was a little bit strange, but was, I mean, like, remind us about the hard time and how we are gonna deal with this hard time, and what was the benefit actually. I mean, it was really good subject. I like it, because it was too strange and just I mean giving us a clue about the experience that some of us have this experience and some of us doesn't have. So and we really share such a good information.
Okay, so yeah, so some of us don't have this experience. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end shortly because we're running out of time and because I've got a hungry baby. Okay. You guys have been terrific. Thank you for your patience tonight. It's not often that this happens, but sometimes it does. As I mentioned at the beginning of class, I have a lot of classes next week, at least 12, and I might be adding more. It depends on how the ones I've got fill up or not. There's no sense in just having a class with one person. Have a look. Most of them are conversation classes, or they're I think the other one is 20 questions and one other class I can't remember. And then I'll do a PM class later. Guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. Okay. I've had a good conversation with you guys, even though you guys did most of the talking, but that's by design. You guys did a great job. Anna, you've improved a lot. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, take care. See ya. Bye. Bye, guys.
Good night.